You're walking through stone streets, broken walls, empty doorways. Everything is still. This is Pompeii, a city where thousands died, including you. Frozen, silent. This is where your body was found. Here is what doesn't make sense. You had time, not seconds, not minutes, hours. So why? Why didn't you leave? Noise, heat, life. You're alive again. The streets are crowded. Vendors shout. Someone argues over prices. Bread is pulled from ovens. Nothing feels wrong, except the ground shakes. People pause. Then they laugh it off. Because this isn't new. 17 years ago, an earthquake damaged the city. Repairs are still ongoing. You felt tremors before, so you ignore it. Everyone does. And that's the first mistake. Seismologists today believe warning signs were there. Small quakes, gas release, subtle shifts. But in 79 AD, no one understood volcanoes. Not even the mountain itself. Mount Vesuvius. To you, it's just part of the landscape. Not a threat. Not yet. You notice it now. People are looking up. There's a cloud rising above the mountain. A strange shape. Tall. Expanding. Almost like a tree. Someone says it's just smoke. Another says it's nothing. But it keeps growing. Higher. Darker. Heavier. Something hits the ground. Then another. White stones. Light. Almost harmless. Pumice. People pick them up, laugh nervously. Then more fall, and more, and more. Roofs start cracking. Streets begin filling. The air thickens. Breathing becomes harder. Now people are leaving, running, shouting, but you hesitate. Why? Because leaving isn't simple. Your family is here. Your belongings. Your entire life. That hesitation, that second mistake, costs everything. Archaeologists found people still inside their homes. Some hiding, some protecting valuables, some waiting. They didn't run immediately, just like you. It's midday, but it looks like night. Ash blocks the sun. The city is silent. Except for panic. People scream names into darkness. You can't see more than a few steps. Every breath burns. You wrap cloth around your face. It barely helps. This isn't just ash. It's toxic gas. Sulfur, heat, poison in the air. And it's getting worse. You finally decide. You're leaving. You move through the streets, stepping over debris. Dodging falling stone. You're close. Closer than most. Then, it arrives. A pyroclastic surge. A fast-moving cloud of superheated gas and ash. From Mount Vesuvius. You don't see it clearly. You feel it. A sudden wave of heat. Hundreds of degrees. Your body reacts instantly. There's no time to think. No time to run. You collapse, exactly where your body would remain for nearly 2,000 years. The city disappears, buried under meters of ash. Forgotten until 1748, when something unexpected is uncovered. A city, intact, preserved, frozen. Archaeologists begin to find shapes.
Look here.
Okay, be careful.
Voids in the ash. They pour plaster inside, and suddenly, people reappear in their final moments. A man shielding his face. A child curled beside an adult. A dog still chained. You weren't alone. Thousands made the same decisions. They waited. They hoped. They underestimated. This wasn't just a natural disaster. It was human nature. We don't react to danger immediately. We question it. We delay. We normalize it. And sometimes, that delay is everything. Today, millions live near Mount Vesuvius. The volcano is still active. The threat still exists. But now we understand it better than they ever could. You walk the streets again. The same stones, the same silence, same ending. But now you know. You stop at the place where your body was found. And this time, you understand the truth. You didn't die because you were trapped. You died because you waited. And if you were there again, would you really leave any sooner?